Hi everyone, it is Fitz with your daily delivery. Hope you're doing well. I am very good. Got a chance to watch the Kansas State women play, particularly the end of the game, which was quite entertaining. It's apparently Farmageddon week. Nobody informed me. I needed it in writing, but the women just played Iowa State and won, not to ruin the ending. And the men play there in Ames on Saturday. I don't know why I'm having problems talking, but I'm going to tell you this, and I know how to say it. Please subscribe to this YouTube channel. Bam! Nailed it. Now you nail pushing that button to subscribe. That's how it works. Kansas State women win in overtime. It was 87-79 against the Iowa State women. These two teams hook up. It's usually pretty good. And this one looked like it was going K-State's way. And then Iowa State scored the final 7 points in regulation to force overtime, and then K-State dominated. Really nice win. And a couple things jumped out at me. One, Jeff Mitty's done a great job building his team with the idea that they might lose Ayoka Lee at some point, and they have. And now they've got some athletes, some backups to Lee that are doing a good job, and they came right back from losing at Colorado. This was a nice win for Kansas State. People stepped up, and boy, I tell you what, when those women get to playing, the K-State women are really entertaining and a huge crowd on hand. But also, I noticed that they lost their fifth-year senior for a prolonged period here as we work through the Big 12 schedule. It has to hurt the kind of glue, everything that tethers this team together. But it hasn't. And why is that? Because a majority of the players on this roster have come up through this roster. And then they've supplemented with players through the portal. It's actually a really good way to do the men's side too. And after so many years of recruiting and roster sizes being so different in men's and women's basketball, well, they're kind of getting more similar now, with the men going to 15 scholarships, and the way women allot scholarships, women's coaches allot scholarships, could apply really well to men. And of course, Jeff Mitty's done a nice job of having a lot of talent he's developed, homegrown talent from the state of Kansas, and then brought in players around them. And he's built an incredible roster, even without Ayoka Lee. This was a good win for K-State. Sunday, they go to Kansas. And of course, as I said, the K-State men go to Iowa State against the third-ranked Cyclones. Yeah, it might be Farmageddon week, but that one's going to be tough. Let's be real honest. These K-State women just keep going. And I know a lot of people were worried after that Colorado loss, but listening to my friend Brian Smoller set up the game on the radio, I realized it was just one of those nights. And they turned around and gave Iowa State the same treatment, having one of those nights. K-State women keep on clicking along after that hiccup at Colorado and the loss of Ayoka Lee. And the men, well, we're going to see if they can withstand the heat of Iowa State and Hilton Coliseum after winning 2 straight games in Manhattan. The men are much improved. That much improved, we'll find out. All of a sudden, I'm having fun with K-State basketball. Oh, how the season has changed. But in honesty, the women have always been fun. The men just are now pitching in. That's it for today's DD. And yesterday, I apologize about the noise. We use a filter to eliminate background noise when we're in a public setting. It did a perfect job. It leaves the voice, in this case, voices, so you could hear every conversation from Brendan Hazen and his friends right across the lane from me. I could barely hear them, but boy, on the DD, you could probably have their whole conversation written down if you want to. We'll do better. Well, I'll try.